be able to see this and to learn more about their meaning and auspiciousness for us today. I think it's important to note that the lamas, besides training for this, while they're performing the dances, and of course that's all choreographed and all of that, but it's involving a lot of deep meditative concentration. So it's a wonderful thing that they're able to do this for us. And so if we can be respectful of their ability to concentrate and give us their best in creating this mandala for us, that would be really wonderful. As another reminder, Anne is in the pink. Anne, can you raise your hand? And Anne is still doing registration, but she's doing it over here. So if you haven't registered, if you can see her sometime this morning or over lunch, that would be greatly appreciated. We do have a few Bodhi trees still for sale, cultivated and watered and cared for by Drupon Samten Rinpoche. So a very special thing. If you would like to get one of those, feel free to see Anne about that as well. We are Wi-Fi Zooming this for those of our Sangha members that are not able to attend. So again, if you could please turn off your Wi-Fi. Yesterday, our system was quite challenged for the translators. So if you could make sure that that's off, that would be great. And also, I know you'll be using your cell phones for photos, who wouldn't, but please be sure to silence them. We will have lunch after this event. If you brought a potluck dish to share, you can put that on the table behind the temple. But we will have food there. And then as just a reminder, DKC has played such an important role in all of our lives, and so have our gracious lineage lamas. We want to continue to see the support so that it can support us and the greater community and have its Dharma activities flourish. So if you are able to make a generous donation in the donation box before you leave today, that would be greatly appreciated. Please enjoy this very special dancing opportunity today. I'm going to turn this over now to Anand Sugar.
Thank you. Very good. Now we are on
Can
the
we share a little bit of introduction about the Tantric Lama dance? And this is in general. And then for each dance, I will be describing as they come up. So the dances that you're going to see today are continually being performed in the Himalayas, Ladakh, Tibet, Nepal, Bhutan, and Tibetan regions for centuries. And the performance, we say the Lama dances are tantric dances, as you're going to see the beautiful mask and colorful brocade costumes, and very amazing to see for both Buddhists and non-Buddhists. And every year, these ancient ritual dances are performed in the monasteries that date back for thousands of years to the 10th century and even earlier. And these dances have been performed unchanged for centuries with the intention of pacifying unfavorable conditions in the world and bringing peace in the world and peace in our minds. Thousands of people, including His Holiness Dalai Lama and other High Lamas, come from distances near and far to see these performances in person. These sacred dances are traditionally performed outdoors so that all living beings may in the presence of the celebration, birds, horses, all the animals, any sentient beings will gain benefit by hearing and seeing the profound and powerful dances, and thereby be enabled to obtain a higher rebirth. And you will see the display of both wrathful and peaceful forms in these dances, which depict the many different types of deities. The dances are enjoyable to watch, but they're merely not just for enjoyment. They have a much deeper meaning. Before the tantric dances begin, the monks and nuns this morning, very early, prepared and make a ceremony so that all the blessings and the actual wisdom deities dissolve into the mask, into the minds of all the lamas, all the dancers. So it's inseparable from the dancers themselves. And oftentimes there's also a sun mandala. We do not have this time, but often, and you may see also in the Native American, they have similar traditions. So as the monks and nuns perform these dances, every step, every hand gesture is symbolic and must play with the music. This is what is seen from the outside by the observer. But from within, each dancer must fully engage their mental concentration one-pointedly upon the particular deity. The dance is exacting. Each step, certain movements must be performed facing in the specific direction. This is required in order for the dance movement to serve as the antidotes for the different types of delusions and confusions understood in this ancient belief system. The dancers' movements must also be graceful in order to create a world of beauty that will radiate outward to all. It is believed that these dances have a powerful healing capability and are beneficial for all those in attendance and for those nearby. Before the dances began, as I mentioned, they started at 5 this morning with the early morning ceremonies. So this is to help dispel the obstacles, suppress negative energy, bring good energy, and increase long life and so forth. The dances also have the great energy for physical and mental healing. And in Ladakh, at the end of the day, when the dances are finished, any threads or hairs from the dances are collected by the local people, used for healing for themselves and their animals. So the dances are part of the meditation and practice, and that will be increased on earth. There are many levels of understanding these dances. In addition to their artistic beauty, the dances contain inner spiritual meaning. Each dancer must mentally establish a clear visualization of the deity which they represent, along with the melodic chanting and sacred music and instruments. Is intended to help us let go of our afflicting emotions, our confusion, anger, desire, hatred, fear, jealousy, and so on, so we can obtain peace. So the first dance will be Atsarya. First dance will be the Atsarya. This is the dance of the renunciate yogi, and it prepares the ground and lets all of us know that the sacred dances are beginning. This dance is related to the king Xishang protector. The dance opens the day with auspicious circumstances so that both humans and non-humans will know that the sacred deity dances are starting soon in this place. Asarya refers to a great bodhisattva, was known to be very old. He holds a wish-fulfilling stick in his right hand and a bag of samba in his left, which is the Tibetan roasted barley flour. The Tibetan people throw the samba flour into the sky during the Tibetan New Year, which is derived from the sacred dance. The samba represents the life-sustaining substances, and the white color of the samba represents auspiciousness. So throwing it into the sky represents spreading the auspiciousness and happiness to all the world. So we'll start as soon as they're ready. Hey, sir, I think we have a little different mood now. We're ready. Thank you. Okay. So the next dance will be the Mahakala dance. And actually this year, we have a new Mahakala mask. The other one is also in the shrine room, is very, very heavy. So we've been working on the new one, which is very similar, but a little bit lighter, but very beautiful. And again, got blessed this morning. So really wonderful. So the Mahakala is the wrathful Dharma protector of the teachings of the thousand Buddhas. And Mahakala means beyond time or beyond death. And Tibetans usually use the word Gompo. And the Sanskrit word is Natha, which refers to Lord or protector. So Mahakala is typically black in color. Just as all colors are absorbed and dissolved into black, all names and all forms are said to melt into those of Mahakala, symbolizing his all-embracing, comprehensive nature. Black can also represent the total absence of color, which signifies the nature of Mahakala as ultimate or absolute reality. This principle is known in Sanskrit as Nirguna, beyond all quality and form. It is typified by both interpretations. Mahakala is almost always depicted with the crown of the 5 skulls, which represents the transmutation of the 5 kleshas, or the negative afflictions, into the 5 wisdoms. So the most notable variation in Mahakala's manifestations and depictions is the number of arms. So you may see different forms, but typically it will vary in the number of arms. And sometimes there's other details as well. So it may take just a couple more minutes for them to get ready. Thank you for progressing.
You don't know. It's the same.
So the next dance will be the dance of Achi Dharma, and she's the great enlightened female deity, and will be accompanied by the great protector Saringma. And we've been very fortunate over the last 3 days. We did 2 days of very detailed Achi Puja, the Achi Khandros on Thursday and Friday. And then yesterday, His Eminence Trishak Rinpoche bestowed the Achi empowerment here. And afternoon, Khenchen Rinpoche also gave us very good Dharma teachings and reminding about impermanence and interdependence. So it's wonderful. Now we will do the Achi dance. So Achi Dharma is an emanation of Vajrayogini, and she is a protector of all the teachings of the Buddha and the Vajrayana teachings of the 4 great Tibetan Buddhist lineages, Gelug, Sakya, Nyingma, Kagyu. And she's especially connected to the Drupon Kagyu lineage. Achi is the embodiment of wisdom and compassion of all the Buddhas. She is the divine mother of the Buddhas and manifested out of compassion in the form of the Dakinis of the 5 Buddha families. She displays a limitless number of manifestations at different times and in different space dimensions to benefit all beings in samsara. Achi was the great grandmother of Lord Ditan Sumgun, the founder of the Drupon Kagyu lineage. To this day, she remains a great Dharma protector of the Buddhist teachings. So Achi is visualized either standing in the peaceful form, and most often you see visualized on her blue wisdom horse to symbolize the swiftness of her enlightened activities. She holds a wish-fulfilling jewel to symbolize her ability to bestow everything needed and desired when asked. She removes inner and outer obstacles to the practice and lays the groundwork for circumstances to be best suited to our progress along the Dharma path. Those who practice her meditation and recite her mantra are sure to be protected from obstacles and hindrances. And then for Saringma, which is part of the dance, the Saringma, so she is one of the 5 long life sisters, and she is white with 1 face and 2 arms, and holding a golden 9-pronged vajra in her right hand, and the long life clasp ornamented with auspicious knot on her left hand. And when she is seen or visualized, she is riding on a white snow lioness. Yeah, so sometimes you see the picture of a tonka. So maybe while we're waiting, we can recite the mantra. Maybe this is nice, yeah?
Om Mama Sakraso Kaya Kaya Tu Sarvadu Ratsa Ratsa Mama Tu Peso Om Mama Sakraso Kaya Tu Sarvadu Ratsa Ratsa Mama Tu Peso Om Mama Sakraso Kaya Du Sarvadu Ratsa Ratsa Mama Tu Peso Om Mama Sakraso Kaya Du Sarvadu Ratsa Ratsa Mama do so Sawadu Raja Raja do Mama do Om so Om Mama Sagra so Sawadu Raja Raja do Mama do
Om Mama Thank you. That's such a blessing. So between this dance where we just had Achi, the next dance will be the Zambala. We have a little bit more time. I'm going to ask Pension Rinpoche if he can say a few words. Microphone waiting.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Yeah, His Eminence, Jabra Rinpoche, all the big two Bhikkhuni Sanghas, and all the participants, those who are coming from different places today in this special occasion. This is a part of the anniversary, 1 year anniversary of passing our precious Drupon Samten Rinpoche. As basically Anit has read all the descriptions of this what's it? That signified, so I don't have to repeat this. And take it as a yeah. Something is interruption there. Okay. And better. Okay, so these Lama dances or monk dances are performed as a reminder of the basically practice. It's better. Maybe I just take off.
Yes, please. Or you can keep it if you like.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
As described, they are the manifest to
What do you want?
protect the
There you go.
precious teaching of the Buddha, both Sutra system and Vajrayana or Tantra system. Dharma teachings, as many of you have read many books and met many great teachers, received Dharma teaching, what it signifies. Dharma teaching, that what Buddha taught is beyond kind of like a religion. It is something we carry into our daily life as we go through different state in the life. We encounter different obstacles and undesirable conditions. And as these enlightened beings manifest into different forms to protect the Dharma teachings, but we who are the practitioner of the Dharma is more responsible, because they can support, they can help us, for our life, especially for the enlightenment, going through the different stages. But they are not the creator. They are not the creator of our, peace and happiness. They are not the creator of our suffering. We are the one who is the creator of our own suffering and creator of our own peace and happiness. So for this reason, Buddha taught and Buddha said, I show you the path for liberation, but you are the responsible to achieve the liberation. So keep that in the mind, and we follow into the Dharma, because our mind is within us, not from some else coming from. It is within in our own, in our mind, as you see some of our Dharma practitioners. As long as we can maintain the serenity of the mind, the calmness of the mind, and it's obvious there's a peace and happiness. And if we disturb that by our mental afflictions, pleasures, and it disturbed, and our mind is filled by the mental delusions, and we suffer. So there's no something like hell somewhere down there, or heaven somewhere up there. It's within in our mind, mental state, because our mind is, as long as when it stays in the dualistic state, then we confront a lot of confusions. When these dualistic state of the minds are harmonized by the wisdom of the Buddha, and that is the enlightened. So enlightenment is we achieve within in the mind, and then that state, it is called nirvana. Buddha should say a temporary nirvana, and then the absolute nirvana. Temporary nirvana, through your different sessions of the meditation practices, you feel comfortable, you feel good, you feel lighter. You see, then if we don't continue that, then it disturbs, so it becomes a temporary nirvana, but if we have the powerful mindfulness, awareness is there, then that continues. And all these dualistic mental afflictions are transcended into the wisdom, the unafflicted wisdom, and then the affliction exist nowhere. Is dissolved into this emptiness. Or in other words, you realize all this confusion are nothing but their nature is emptiness, and that's recognized by our meditative state of the special insight mind. So this is just reminding, as I yesterday mentioned, we have a center here, we have good teachers now here, so they come here, study, and practice meditation, and it's good for our individual's life and good for the society, and eventually we can help many other sentient beings, those who have consciousness. That's called the enlightened attitude, the mind of the enlightenment, the Bodhicitta, such a universal. It's not just a religion, it's a way of a journey that we take towards the kind of freedom, actually. Samsara is a cocoon. We're trapped in, we are confined in that cocoon, and we're entangled with our confusion, see. And then the wisdom allows to see that, and we achieve the unconfined vastness of the space, that mind itself, that very confined mind itself is nothing but unconfined vastness when we have wisdom to penetrate that nature. So this is just reminding the liberation is within ourselves, not outside. But we have to follow what Buddha taught. Buddha's teachings is for everybody, not some Buddhist, not just for individual. Everybody deserves the peace and happiness. And that is Buddha showed the path towards the enlightenment. And thank you so much.
This is Zambala.
Dạ thưa xin lỗi cả nhà hồi nãy Su bị out, Su đi ra ngoài, lúc trở vô lại thì ban tổ chức không có cho cô host nên không có bật mic lên để nói lúc mà Ken Chen đang ban pháp thoại được.
Gotta be able to see.
Thank you. So that was Lama Norbu. This one was the Zambala dance. And the Zambala, the purpose is to increase prosperity and dispel any ongoing problems and sufferings.
Đó là
It also
Lama
brings
Nobu
all
với trình
elements
diện.
into balance
Bây giờ là
and
đến
helps
Bổn
bring the
Tôn
good
Zambala.
harvest to farmers and increase prosperity to people in
Bổn
general.
Tôn Zambala là
And the
để giúp
white
chúng ta
Zambala
có
is
thể
the
tăng
Lord of
trưởng được
wealth,
tất cả những
longevity,
sự
merit,
như là tài
riches, and
của tài nguyên
appropriate
về
a
tâm
member of the
cũng như
jewel
là về
family.
thân, về
It
những
is
vật
said
bảo,
that
tài bảo,
Zambala is the
đem lại
protector of
mùa
all
màng tốt
lineages
tươi
and
và
of all sentient
vân
beings
vân.
from
Zambala là
sickness
cái
and
vị
difficulties.
bảo hộ cho tất cả những
Zambala is
người
a
hành giả trong các
bodhisattva
dòng
of
hành trì
material and
để
spiritual
mà giúp
wealth,
cho họ thoát khỏi những
including
cái
financial stability,
đau
as
khổ
well as
về
many
thân
others.
cũng như là những cái sự bất ổn,
Said that the white
ví dụ
Zambala
như là
was born
vấn
from
đề
the
kinh
right
tế
eye
hay là
of
bệnh tật và vân vân.
Avalokiteshvara,
Và người ta
the
nói rằng
bodhisattva
Đức
of
Zambala là
compassion,
sản sinh ra
and
từ
also is known as a
một con mắt của Đức
manifestation
Quán Thiên
of
Nhãn Thiên
Avalokiteshvara
Thủ, và
Bodhisattva.
cũng chính là
According to
một
the
hiện thân
sutra,
của Thiên
his
Thủ Thiên
mantra
Nhãn.
can stop
Và trong cái bản
suffering,
kinh này thì những
destroy
cái
bad
câu
karma, and generate a body
tâm
and
chú của
light
Ngài có
mind.
thể giúp để
But
mà
we
phá
have to make
tan
effort.
trừ được những cái chướng ngại cũng như
His
là bệnh
mantra
tật,
can also
và giúp cho
avert
chúng ta có thể
disaster
tăng
and
trưởng về
sickness.
phước đức, công đức,
Especially,
tài bảo,
Zambala helps us
vân vân.
minimize or decrease misfortunes and
Và
obstacles, and
Bổn
helps
Tôn
us
này cũng có thể
increase
giúp cho
all
chúng
good
ta
fortunes and happiness.
làm
The
tăng
yellow
trưởng hạnh
Zambala
phúc,
is
an bình
the most
và phá
popular
tan đi những cái
and
chướng
very
ngại.
powerful for the wealth gods. He is the emanation of the Buddha Ratna Sambhava and can remove poverty throughout the 6 realms and increasing virtues, lifespan, and wisdom. So that was the one that we just concluded, the Zambala. So the next will be the deer dance. And this is the first time we're performing the deer dance here at Drupon Samten. And so I think all of our deers here are happy. So in general, Haruka was manifested from Avalokiteshvara. And then from Haruka, all the other deities were manifested to stop kind of our enemies. And the enemies means all of our obscurations, our defilements, our afflictions. So from the manifestation, all the different varieties from Haruka, wrathful, peaceful, deer, buffalo, many different varieties to benefit sentient beings in different ways. We have different affinities, different connections, different propensities. So there's a variety to dispel different enemies. And as we said, the enemies are all of our afflictions. So the deer is kind of a heart-centered symbol of peace and serenity. And the spirit of the deer loves unconditionally. It poses no threat to others and endears us with its natural beauty and elegant gait. It's also known for qualities of longevity, prosperity, and the desire of making peace. So today, Lama Choang and Khepo Tenzin will perform the deer dance. So if anybody needs water, I think there's water on the table here. If you need some water, it's getting a little warm out.
Korean style. Korean look. Korean look. You see? It's a heart.
Yeah.
You see? How is it? How is it? I thought it's a heart.
Oh.
Korean style. Yeah, for the people. Yeah. Maybe you can phone them. Yeah, right now. What do you think? Yeah.
You have a chance later if anyone wants to make offerings, so you can do it at the conclusion of today. But we had just a minute here, so a couple of people wanted to make offerings for the lamas. But we'll have time later also if you like. So we're just a couple minutes away from the deer dance, so
How you say move?
just take a little
Right, move.
moment and
We don't move.
relax,
say-
refresh
How
our
you write?
meditation
No, we
and
don't move. Move,
joyous
move. Move
good
like this
time to get together
or with a
everybody.
B. Move it.
O
Movement.
M O E O
Oh, M
O
M O
B
E. Move.
Mhm.
Oh, I put with one.
So
So-
they don't want us moving?
No, I am talking with Pauline. Oh, she told me that the sound in the when they dance, they cannot hear, but the voice they can hear perfect. I say maybe it's the sound of the cymbal. What did you do?
Funny.
Here, I got it. Bye-bye. No. Okay. Oh man. Perfect. I think I got too much sky.
I think that one was not so easy. I mean, the West, we have that expression bending over backwards for you. Yes, they bodhisattvas, yes, they do that. Thank you. So the final dance is the Black Hat dance. And this dance always Drupon Samten did before. So we're honored to have Lama Choan perform this dance for us today. So this dance, the Black Hat, is associated with the wrathful deity who transforms negative energy into positive energy by using limitless power of the unity of compassion and wisdom to subdue all the maras and obstacles and to transform ignorance into wisdom. At the beginning of the dance, the Black Hat dancer makes symbolic offerings of gold libation, tea to the lineage lamas and deities, which are different forms of the Buddha. They also make offerings to the Dharmapalas or the truth protectors in order to please them and receive the blessing. Then the dancer invites the Dharmapalas retinue to join them. The dance of this deity has the power to bring everlasting happiness to both humans and non-humans. This dance is also related to the Tibetan history to the king Langtarma, who destroyed Buddhist teachings, but brought a lot of negative energy. However, the Bodhisattva Lalun Targe Dorje performed this dance in Tibet. Sorry, my pages. to subdue the negative energy of that king. So peace and happiness were restored, and the people were once again filled with the compassion that enabled them to benefit one another. So again, it will take a few minutes just in the preparation here. Oh, we got somebody small. Huh?
No, you're fine. Okay.
Se fue con los venados. He want to do the offering to the deers.
Gonna be ready for future.
Just with PVC, and extend it up and like a little flat, then like a triangle and in. You put it out about 2 feet. Doesn't get in the field of vision, but it creates. You're doing flag on movie cameras. That's how movie cameras don't get.
Huh?
So just relax, have a few minutes on meditation as we're preparing for the last.
That's how when we did it for movies, that's what all the cameras were
You
set
can
up.
put this in the stupid mouth because 1 minute or I thought they're not starting. No. There. Mm-hmm. It's good. Okay. More.
You know what I mean? All you do is have. You see, and then off the flag. So you don't have this problem with that. Don't you know how they do it in a movie?
But you don't have the problem. The problem is the computer, but not the video. So in the video, you're gonna see fine. Or
That is how you would normally set it up. It's like, it would be great if you had something zoomed, but either way, when you have a camera and you're having a plan in a movie, you can't always pan away from the light. So that's how we do it.
Just make sure we didn't. So if there's not a lot of wind, we're okay. Not a lot of wind.
If we use engineer pipe, should we use the plumber's thing?
드림 watching도 디지털 좀 신경을 넣고 같은 팀나 로직으로 충분히 갖고 좀 이제 지적 결혼 먼저 처방 이제 컨텐츠 넣는 이거 받는 그게 제가 말씀드려요. ene janang jagmuche ene inubula ene lamasonam yin chozang ne dene janama rezin ene jan manamadan tene tadan mimang yongla ne dil pebala ne tuje chedang ene dubun korangi tene roma mangbojigeure mexico dang tene chambayang brazil dang tene digarang yope tene roma nama dil pebala ne tuje chejugin ene janayang dila chalen kan mangbojigeure kona mala tene ne tuje chedang katin chejugin ene lada kena test shibula ne diring ene digung kuba chilinga tene tamba Drupon Samten tene bomba chuinsu timse tene logic kore kushen kaba tene kabje titak jarare mochi chodang tene kabje kanchen mochi nabani sang ene jekturbu ene gen zingam norbu ena tola tene gen chozang tene lamasonam tene janang tsimana batang tene la tene ye iga pespa tuje chujin ena tola tene mi mangboji tene medio ki desisang du tene consomani tuje chujin ne janang tene dupon yoma yang chilogi ga kamnang kong teste yot diga mexico zo zera so zena tola brazil de zona ne consomanga tuje chujin ne diga yang chala zakan ati ladas nang kong experience matsadan dina nepala jutani ngaje yang kale stuvi tene yang konkretik jupan dire shkoredu tene koani tuje chijin ne deltina tene analysis english yang topic molanov then after analyze english ya
Thank you, Kampo.
Okay, I'm not going to be able to translate everything, but I know Kempo wanted to say a really heartfelt thank you to everyone, and especially our precious Rinpoches here, His Eminence Gabriel Rinpoche, Kinchen Rinpoche, Toko Jack, and all the lamas. Lama Sonam came from Boston, and Lama Pinariksen coming from Maryland Center. Our other aunties here, and also Kempo Tenzin and Lama Choang came all the way from India 1 month early to help us preparing. And then also Lama Norbu came back. He's been traveling with His Holiness. So we're so blessed that we could all come together, and our fortress karma brings us all together again for this auspicious program. And really, I think this is very important and heartfelt for Drupon Samten's 1-year commemoration, to have his Dharma students here and other lamas. It's just really, really wonderful. And also all the volunteers, we had a lot of help. We haven't had a large program for a while, so it's really, really good. And now, as the Rinpoches were telling us, is now is the time. And Gabriel Rinpoche is saying, you know, whether our teacher is living or in the past is not present, but we always keep in our heart, you know, and we carry forward, and we have a really good Dharma community. So important for us to stick together, help each other. If we need something, we can always find some way to help. You know, so that's really important. And the lamas have given us so many blessings and teaching, and now for us to put it into practice. So also this today, now it's just getting a little bit warm, but 1 week ago I looked in the weather and it was going to be very hot, maybe 90 degrees. So we said, okay, the Lama said, let's see after the pujas how it is, right? So really the weather is cooled down and now it's coming a little warm, but it's really a beautiful day. So thank you, all the blessings, all the Dhammapalas really make a difference. So we will be concluding the program. Actually, I don't know, somehow it went quickly. I don't know how, but it's nice. So we'll have some time to relax. We're going to have lunch, and afternoon is just relaxing, some social time. You can do some meditation inside, outside, just with your friends. So we'll have lunch coming in a little while. We'll be serving it in the back, and we're also going to get some pizza for the kids. Yes, yes, please.
네, 네, 이주고 삼스텐 바지로 네, 라닥 라마 유, 네, 지당 두분 프랑 기테네 칼데, 네, 공발라 테네 당오 라마 유르 기테네 도젤로본 저베, 네, 긴두 마차마 기테네 두분이 공조게 지도, 네, 공기 순초지 순초지 순남도 공기 초가직, 네, 코나말라니 두제 지주인, 네, 당 다레스테네 라마 유르 하테네 gonde doje labor so tene gidun ba changme ne dushone gonzo ichi tene konse na sanchitu choga sunga zato ne somasne doje labor so se lama yuru tene gidun ba yonglan tene tuje jedang katin chi jigin. Thank you.
And one of our students was also mentioning that the land that we're on is also from a special Indian tribe. And so there's also, he was saying, like a resonance between the Lama dancers and the Native Americans. So what is she? Okay. All right. And then I don't know if there's anyone else that still wanted to make an offering to the Lama. I think maybe 1 or 2 people. Then please, before we conclude, this would be a good time. Thank you very much. Maybe we should try to get a photo also with the good. Maybe, huh? By the stupa, or what do you think? Here or by the stupa? Maybe we can try one group photo. Who's our Alex or yeah? Let's try. I think that would be really nice. Maybe by the stupa we can try to get one big group photo. That would be wonderful. Okay, quick. One here and one there. Okay, one of the lamas, I think, and there. Okay. Stupid, so we can see the photo.
I think it's,
Hmm?
18.
18.
19. One more than Drupon. Drupon was 18.
You know,
It's
especially
19.
see the paper? Let's go back to the shrine room, so maybe 4 or 5 people can help with that. Yeah, thank you.
Getting there, Lhasa. I'll take it. Hands up. Oh. Hands up, everybody, hands up.
You two are seekers. Oh my God!
Thank you. Bye.